Messages. My noise. Active. Dawncaster. Active. New game. Dawncaster. Direct touch area. Use the rotor to enable direct touch for this app. Store. Rewards. Bounties. Letterboards. Codex. News and updates. Join the Discord server. Settings button. Close settings. Sound. Performance. Language. Alpha. Accessibility. Advanced. Language. Performance. Sound. Sound. Performance. Language. Accessibility. Language. Performance. Sound. Close settings. Close settings. Sound. Performance. Sound. Sound. Performance. Accessibility. Advanced. 0%. Advanced. 50%. 0%. Advanced. Accessibility. Advanced. 0%. 50%. 50%. 0%. Close settings. Sound. Performance. Language. Alpha. Accessibility. Language. Performance. Advanced. 0%. Advanced. Accessibility. Language. Performance. Sound. Close settings. Settings button.
You're listening to another smooth, relaxing episode of Easy Grind. The game is Dawncaster. The developer's name is Rick Vanderwild. The commentary is low. So sit back, relax, put on your Easy Grind sweatpants, and prepare for a voiceover narrated adventure with a little commentary from myself, Michael Gray. Thank you very much for coming. The new year is approaching, and I hope you have plans to relax, sit back and enjoy lots of Easy Grind. There'll be episodes for you to move through the whole beginning of the year. Thank you very much, and I 100% appreciate your support of this channel. Thank you to My Noise for being the most amazing partner you could ever have when it comes to accessibility and ambiances, a soundscape, and all kinds of new and exciting musical platforms, including Steam Valley, the wonderful background you're hearing right now. I'll be featuring Steam Valley throughout this week's Easy Grind Let's Plays, playthroughs. And if you're interested in knowing more about My Noise, you can definitely check out my description where you can find a direct link to pick up My Noise from your app store. Live, work, pray, content create. Let all the best of you shine through. My Noise is your partner, my partner, and they're always there for you with fully accessible features, menu, UI, UX for the blind and visually impaired. Again, thank you so much to My Noise. Happy New Year. Again, welcome to Game Double Tap, the channel that describes absolutely everything and occasionally doesn't describe everything because you're listening to Easy Grind, where voiceover does all the work. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. And I'll come in at the end a little bit to also send you off. Today we're going to be playing The Warrior in a weekly trial. Weekly trials are events that allow you to play a certain character class with all kinds of special cards. Congratulations to Dawncaster, Rick Vanderwild. The brand new card sets are coming. There'll be over 30 different cards. You'll get a chance to play in the new Inferno Invasions, and it's going to be really, really exciting. So of course, Game Double Tap will be there for every new card, you'll get a chance to see firsthand, hear firsthand what exactly those cards do, and whatever awesome combos we can come up with. Again, it's been lovely, and I'll hear you at the end, okay? We're going to start off by picking our spec, selecting how we're going to play, and seeing what random first zone we start off in. Thank you very much.
Your fat assured amount. Your fat assured amount. 209. Settings but join the Discord server. News and updates. Codex. Letterboards. Run hit bounties. Letterboards. Codex. Letterboards. Run bounties. Close bounty screen. Anti-magic studies. Survive the final encounter without imbuing a single enchantment. Anti-magic studies. Treasure raid. Finish a run with over 1,000 unspent gold. Troop discipline. Gain 20 or more focus in a single combat. Close bounty. Reroll. Anti-magic studies. Reroll. Treasure raid. Reroll. Troop discipline. Reroll. Troop discipline. Close bounty screen. Close bounty screen. Alchemical experiments. Drink 3 or more potions in a single combat. Treasure raid. Finish a run with over 1,000 unspent gold. Anti-magic studies. Treasure. Alchemic. Close bounty screen. Bounties. Letterboards. Run. Codex. Letterboards. Run history and the weekly challenge. Return to main menu. Return to main menu. Open side menu. Weekly trial. Leaderboard. Archives. Leaderboard. Weekly trial. Weekly trial. Leaderboard. Archives. Immovable object.
Immovable Object is the name of this weekly trial, and it will be featuring the warrior.
Archives. Immovable object. Start weekly challenge. Immovable object. You are the unyielding bulwark, a towering fortress of steel and resolve, so heavily clad in armor that neither foe nor force can move you from your ground.
This is one of my favorite weekly trials. It is so fun. I've already completed it once and hoping to do so again. We'll try to complete the first couple zones, but usually it takes about an hour to complete the first zone, and so most likely this will be a multi-part series.
Starting setup. Class. Warrior. Starting card. Bloodcraft. Weapon. Hammer. Weapon power. Fortified weapon. Minimum game version. 1.14.09. Previous. 1 of 4. Next. Start challenge. Selected portrait. Warrior portrait. Set list view. Start game. Start weekly challenge. Press to continue. Press to continue. Heroes Rest Cemetery. Along Hangman's Road lies the foreboding cemetery known as Heroes Rest, a place no man or woman visits out of their own volition and a true testament to the encroaching darkness emanating from the battlefield. Heroes Rest Cemetery. Along Hangman's Road lies the foreboding cemetery known as Heroes Rest, a place no man or woman visits out of their own volition and a true testament to the encroaching. Heroes Rest Cemetery. Along Hangman's Road lies the foreboding cemetery known as the long way around. 5 periods. Survive the journey and find your way to Brykindle to join the militia. The long way around. 5 period. Heroes Rest. The old wooden wheels creak as the carriage comes to an abrupt halt. The driver lets the worn reins slide from his fingers while the horses whinny their tired reply. Continue. Driver, this is as far as I'll take ye, stranger, the carriage driver says through crooked teeth. We stay away from the cemetery. Legends speak of the Pale Warden, a necromancer who despises the living. The dead there don't sleep soundly enough for my liking. The dead? Driver, the dead, the driver repeats grimly, turning his attention to the crumbling stone and wrought iron graveyard gate. Beyond, rows of tombstones stand silently in various states of disrepair. Continue. Driver, it may look quiet now, but I've seen it come to life if you'll pardon the expression. Shambling corpses, whispers just beyond your ear's reach. The old man narrows his eyes, deepening the creases in his weathered face. Continue. Driver, this ain't no resting place, warrior. If anything, it reminds me of a prison, and I've seen enough of those to know the difference. The gilded summons? Driver, the driver meets your eyes and says, it's not for me to say, ellipsis, but this whole gilded summons business sounds like foolishness to me. We shouldn't go poking demons just because some fickle god tells us to. Let them fight their own battles, I say. Where do I go? Driver, it ain't far, friend. Just through those gates you'll find Brykindle. I suppose that'll be where they expect new recruits to report in. I stay well clear of the fortress. Best to avoid confusion. Wouldn't want them mistaken me for, ellipsis, well, someone like yourself. I can handle myself. You gain 15 gold. Driver, the driver tips his wide-brimmed hat to you. I meant no disrespect, he says. I return what's left of your fee as I couldn't take you all the way. Just watch your back, friend, or else unfriendly eyes will watch it for you. Lead. Exploration. Use weapon power. Fortified weapon. When you use your weapon power, start your next combat with armor equal to 3 times your level and fortified. Campsite A brief respite from the fresh grave A rather on. Use weapon power fortified use weapon power. Character info. 35. Player health 95. 11. Bloodcraft. STR3. If your foe dies this turn, upgrade all melee actions. Charges 1/1. Grounded utility. Legendary. Upgrade. Upgraded cards deal 1 additional damage per upgrade. Grounded. Grounded cards can't be altered, copied or imbued. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health if you are below 50% health. Gain 15 health instead utility. Uncommon. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3 armor utility. Common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Block. Neutral 1. Hammer. +1. Neutral 1. Deal star 4 star damage on hit. Increase armor you gain this turn by the damage dealt melee. Common. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. On hit. Requires the attack to have hit the target and dealt damage. Hammer. 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 +1. Surge of strength. Gain SDR and 1 health. Utility. Common. Surge of strength. Gain SDR and 1 health. Utility. Common. Closed deck list. 11. Campsite A brief respite from the perils of adventure. 11. Campsite A brief. Fresh grave A rather unremarkable gravestone. Campsite A brief respite from the perils of adventure. Area status. Disturbed. Campsite A. Fresh grave A rather unremarkable. Fresh grave. Undisturbed grave A rather unremarkable grave. Undisturbed grave A rather unremarkable gravestone stands somewhat crooked over a patch of soil. Open the grave. Undisturbed grave you dig into the shallow grave, quickly uncovering a small stash of items. Continue. Card added. Card added. Exploration. Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. 1 use. Upgrade the next basic attack you play by 2. Grounded. Item. Uncommon. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Grounded. Grounded cards can't be altered, copied or imbued.
So with the sharpening stone, one of the important things to do is remember that the hammer gives 1 extra upgrade whenever you upgrade it. But if you really want to take advantage of the sharpening stone, try not to use it until you maybe have a craftsman's advantage, which is a talent that gives you even another bonus upgrade. So these are some of the really kind of cool tricks you can take advantage of when it comes to using the hammer, which is a very great weapon.
Sharpening stone. Neutral 1. Area status. Disturbed graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area, gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb.
And sharpening stone is really not that hard to come by, so you can actually pile up a few of them in your deck when your deck is really low count.
Settings. Settings. Area status. Opportunity treasure. Campsite A brief restless school campsite. Opportunity treasure. Opportunity treasure. Cloaked stranger hakes over here. A voice calls out from the dark. As you approach, you see a traveler wearing a black cloak standing in the shadows. Continue. Cloaked stranger, I was robbed, the figure exclaims. Now I have no things. Do you have thing to share? Who robbed you? Cloaked stranger, I was robbed, who robbed you? Cloaked stranger, have we I not see who took the things? Do you give one of your things? Oh. Give a card. I have nothing to share. I have nothing to share. Give a card. Select card. Block. Neutral 1. Gain 3. Card removed. Card removed. Cloaked stranger, thank you fellow traveler. I now have thing again. Leave. Exploration. Setting. Area status. Disturbed graves. Settings. Settings. Area status. Opportunity treasure. Traps or opportunity treasure. Campsite A brief. Opportunity treasure. Opportunity treasure. The forge A large forge burns with a bright blue flame. Lick of the fire promising arcane rewards in return for mundane weapons. Warm your hands by the upgrade a basic attack.
This is a really good opportunity, getting a free upgrade. And of course, because you have the hammer, you'll get 2 upgrades.
Warm your hands. Upgrade a basic attack. Throw a weapon in the fire. Upgrade a basic attack. Hammer upgraded. Hammer upgraded. Exploration. Area status. Disturbed graves. Settings. Settings. Area status. Restless ghoul brains. Skullwing moth. The bony moth is bare. Campsite A brief respite from the perils of that. Skullwing moth. The bony moth is restless ghoul brains. Skullwing moth. The bony moth is skullwing moth. The bony. Enemy gains disturbed graves enchantment. Enemy gain 22 armor stacks. Your turn. Bloodcraft. STR3. If your foe dies this turn, upgrade all melee actions. Charges. 1/1. Grounded. Action. Legendary. Upgrade. Upgraded cards deal 1 additional damage per upgrade. Grounded. Grounded cards can't be altered, copied or imbued.
With Bloodcraft, you get a one-time shot to give whatever hammer makes the killing blow get a free double upgrade. The thing is, though, the tricky part is that the enemies during this particular event have a lot of armor. So you either have to find a way to remove their armor or wait to kill them on the 2nd or 3rd turn. My suggestion is don't even try to kill them on the 1st turn. Wait to the 2nd or 3rd turn. A very good thing to do is to make your Bloodcraft persistent and then prepare a really nice combo to finish off your enemy. It's not easy to pull off, and you do take a lot of health loss. So be careful doing this during Sunfall Metal or Sun Metal Valley, the desert with the mole people, because that one tends to do a lot of damage. Hero's Graveyard is a little difficult, but it's not quite as dangerous, long as you don't get too low on health, and that's the key. Realizing that the warrior doesn't have a lot of inherent healing, try not to get too greedy for the upgrades. Get a couple, and if you have a lot of spare health, go for more. Now, one of the most important talents you can take in this particular challenge is to get the Headhunter or the full heal at Inns, Priest, etc. because those are going to keep you alive throughout this entire challenge. Even if you see something really good, take Headhunter first. It's really that important. Or take the one that gives you a full heal at all ends. That one's extremely important as well. In fact, if I were you, I'd take both. Even though it does weaken you overall, you're going to be receiving so many upgrades from your hammer. Don't worry about it.
Hammer, +1, new, hammer, plus, surge of strength. Player health 96. Player energy, end turn, character info, bloodcraft, STR3, if your foe dies this turn, upgrade, hammer, +1, new, hammer, +2, surge of strength. Gain you heal 1 health. Healing potion, press for detailed enemy information, areas, bloodcraft. Player health 95, 6. Player energy, end turn. Enemy turn, end turn. Enemy playing cards, flyby, you take 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks, flyby, you take 2 damage. Enemy gained 1 evasion stacks, your turn. End turn. Character info, hammer, +1, neutral 1, block, neutral 1, gain 3, sharpening stone, neutral 1, 1 you gain sharpening stone enchantment, sharpen, surge of strength. Gain SDR and enemy has evaded this attack, hammer upgraded, character info. Block, neutral 1, gain 3 armor, action, surge of strength. Gain, you heal 1 health. Area status, disturb, block, neutral 1, gain, hammer, +1, neutral 1, deal star force, block, neutral 1, gain 3 armor, you gain 3 armor stacks. Player status, armor, hammer, character info, end turn. Enemy turn, end turn. Enemy playing cards, flyby, you block the damage. Buzzbite, you gained 1 infected stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info, hammer, +1, neutral 1, bloodcraft, STR3, if your foe players, areas, press for detailed enemy name Skullwing Moth, enemy health 27. Players, hammer, +1, neutral 1, deal star 4 star damage on hit, character info, end turn. Player energy, STR, 5, end turn, character info, hammer, +1, neutral 1, deal star 4 star damage on hit, increase armor you, bloodcraft, STR3, if your foe hammer, plus, enemy takes 4, you gain hammer enchantment, bloodcraft, STR3, hammer, +1, neutral, enemy takes 4. Surge of strength, gain SDR and 1 health, action, surge of, player status, surge of strength, you heal 1 health. Player status, hammer, healing potion, 1 you, bloodcraft, character info, end turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards, buzzbite, you gained 1 infected stacks, buzzbite, you gained 1 infected stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info, hammer, +2, hammer, +3, hammer, +1. Enemy takes 4, you gain hammer enchantment. Block, neutral 1, gain 3 armor, you gain 7 armor stacks. Player status, area stat, press for detailed enemy name Skullwing Moth, enemy health 15, player status, hammer, +2, enemy takes 5. Hammer, surge of strength. Gain you heal 1 health. Hammer, +3, players, areas, press for detailed enemy name Skullwing Moth, enemy health 10, enemy, area status, disturb, player status, hammer, player status, armor, hammer, +3, enemy takes 6. Player status, hammer, stacks 15 deal, player status, hammer, stacks 15 deal, damage 3, damage on hit, increase armor you gain this turn by the player status, player health 94, 0. Player energy, end turn, character in, player status, hammer, stack, player status, armor, stack set, player health not, 0. Player energy, end turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards, flyby, you block the damage. Flyby, you block the damage. Your turn, end turn. End turn. Character info, surge of strength. Gain SDR and 1 health. Action, you heal 1 health. Block, neutral 1, surge of strength. Gain, you heal 1 health. Hammer, +2, press for detailed enemy information, area status, hammer, +2, hammer, block, neutral 1, areas, press for enemy status, settings, previously played card, settings, enemy status, press for detailed enemy name Skullwing Moth, enemy health 4, area status, block, neutral 1, you gain 3 armors, hammer, +1, player status, armor, hammer, character info, end turn. Enemy turn, end turn. Enemy playing cards. Buzz fight. You gained 1 infected stacks. Flyby. You block the damage. Your turn. End turn. Player energy. End turn. Character info. End turn. Player energy. STR. A. End turn. Character info. Hammer. Plus. Hammer. Plus. Hammer. Plus. Healing potion. Bloodcraft. STR 3.
Alright.
If your foe dies this turn, upgrade all melee actions. Charges. 1/1. Grounded. Action. Legendary. Upgrade. Upgraded cards deal 1 additional damage per upgrade. Grounded. Grounded cards can't be altered, copied, or imbued.
Once you get ready for the Bloodcraft combo, you're going to want to have at least 4 to 8 energy. So it's a setup. Try not to take too much damage, but once you're ready, activate your Bloodcraft and then kill the enemy. It's as simple as that. But it's not that simple sometimes. Sometimes the enemies get quite voracious at times. And this is the whole combo. This is actually one of my favorite. It's moved into my number 2 most favorite weekly trial, right behind Captain Dawncaster, which is my absolute favorite trial. But yeah, this one is also quite enjoyable. Again, weekly trials, sometimes they're incredibly difficult and just require an enormous amount of practice to get through them. And sometimes they're challenging, but extremely fun. They all have their purpose. They all teach you something, whether it's a card mechanic you've never used before, or it's a type of enemy you've never fought before. And sometimes it's a way of playing that you never thought about before. Each has its own individual method of offering you a new kind of roguelike experience. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill this creature now that I've got its hit points whittled down to a little bit. But first, you're gonna wanna activate Bloodcraft, get the buff in place, and then you're gonna wanna kill it. Just be careful. Sometimes enemies have snuck in a couple of evasions. And if enemy has evaded, you're gonna have to hit them more than once. Hence, it's really important to realize that Bloodcraft costs 3 energy. That's a lot. So if there's any way you can lower Bloodcraft to Life Force energy, or if you can lower its energy cost, that's a good thing. That's gonna make your run so much easier. But it's also not very easy to come by.
Player status. Area status. Disturb. Press for detailed enemy information. Area player status. Infect. Hammer. +1. Hammer. Hammer. Healing potion. Bloodcraft. STR. You gain Bloodcraft enchantment. Player health 95. Player health 95. 0. Player energy. End turn.
And when you hear that dit, 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 that means that that means that my weapon's been upgraded.
Player energy. Player energy. End turn. Character info. Hammer. 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 +1. Neutral. Hammer. +3. Neutral 1. Hammer. +1. Neutral. Enemy takes 4. You gain victory. Next. Area status. Disturb graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area. Gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb.
My advice is keep your upgrades even. There's nothing wrong with making a couple of your weapons super upgraded, especially if you plan on cutting down on your weapons, but my trick is to always keep my weapons almost all upgraded to the same levels.
Enemy status. Settings. Enemies. Area status. Player health 95. 11. Next. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Skip rewards. Area status. Enemy status. Throw technique. STR1. 1 use. Permanently convert all melee actions and melee basic attacks in your deck into ranged actions and basic attacks. Action. Rare. Brace for impact. STR1. Gain 4 armor if the enemy is holding an attack. Gain 8 armor instead. Persistent. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a stance. Brace for Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a stance. Action. Common. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Stances. Stances are special fighting techniques that can be adopted through various cards. Only one stance can be active at one time.
Sunder works really well with this deck because it makes your particular basic attack do double damage, which means you don't have to worry so much about having the energy required to kill off an enemy. There are a couple good choices I have here, and one of them is a really good armor upgrade. It's very effective, and I will take it next time it comes up, but you're going to want to take Sunder because it doesn't require energy, and it fits just in line with our deck strategy.
Add throw technique to deck. Add brace for impact. Add Sunder to deck. Exploration. Settings. Area status. Disturb graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area. Gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb. Settings. Area status. Restless Ghoul Brains. Mini boss abomination 8. Opportunity treasure. Traps or treachery await. Opportunity treasure. Small fortune you spot something glittering in the shadows. Continue. You gain 22 gold. Small fortune you find 22. Lead. Exploration. Area status. Disturbed graves. Stacks 1. Settings. Area status. Shine a strange statues. Restless Ghoul Brains. Crimson Gravereber Ace. Restless. Shine a strange Shine of Evolution. The marbled statue greets. Shine of Evolution. The marbled statue greets you with a lopsided smile. Its one hand open towards you. The other a clenched fist along its stone body. Examine the shrine. Transform a card. Lead. Transform a card. Select card. Block. Neutral 1. Blood Graph. STR3. Hammer. +4. Neutral 1. Deal *7 damage on hit. Increase arm. Blood Graph. Block. Neutral 1. Select card. Healing Potion. 1 use. Gain. Holy Water. 1 use. Steel Skin Potion. 1 use. Gain 6 armor. Steel Skin Potion. Holy Water. Healing Potion. 1. Healing Potion. Holy Water. 1 use. Gain. Steel Skin Potion. 1 use. Holy. Healing Potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health if you. Card added. Sharpening Stone. Block. Disable. Shine of Evolution. The statue hungrily accepts the card before. Lead. Exploration. Settings. Area status. Settings. Area status. Crimson Gravereber A suspicious. Campsite A brief respite. Restless Ghoul Brains. Campsite. Crimson Gravereber A suspicious figure busy digging. Crimson Gravereber A. Enemy gains Disturbed Graves enchantment. Enemy gain 26 armor stacks. Enemy gains Cowardice enchantment. Your turn. Area status. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Deal *5 damage on hit. Healing Potion. 1. Blood Graph. STR3. Surge of Strength. You heal 1 health. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a stance. Action. Common. Critical hit. Enemy status. Area status. Disturbed Graves. Hammer. +2. Healing Potion. Blood Graph. STR3. Sunder. You take 1 damage. You gain some areas. Player stat. Player health 94. 6. Player energy. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Aim and pray. You gain 5 burning stacks. Aim and pray. Enemy heals 5. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Player. Area. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name Crimson Gravereber. Enemy health 32. Areas. Player status. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Deal *10 Hammer. +3. Hammer. +2. Enemy takes 10. You gain hammer enchantment. Hammer. +3. Enemy takes 6. Hammer. +4. You heal 10 health. Hammer. +4. Enemy takes 7. End turn. Character info. Hammer. +2. Enemy takes 5. Player status. Burning. Player status. Burn. Player status. Area status. Players. Character info. End turn. You take 5 damage. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Aim and pray. You gain 5 frozen stacks. Aim and pray. You take 5 damage. Your turn. End turn. Player energy. 5. Player health 85. Surge of Strength. Gain SDR and 1 health. Hammer. Surge of Strength. You heal 1 health. Character info. End turn. Player energy. STR. 4. End turn. Character info. Hammer. +2. Blood Graph. STR3. Player. Areas. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name Crimson Gravereber. Enemy health 4. Enemy energy. Press. Enemies. Area status. Player status. Hammer. +2. Blood Graph. STR3. You gain Blood Graph enchantment. Hammer. +4. Neutral 1. Deal. Hammer. +4. Neutral 1. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 2. You gain hammer enchantment. Hammer. +4. Neutral 1. Deal *5 damage on hit. Increase. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Deal 3 damage on hit. I don't have enough energy to play the player status. Frozen. Stack. Area stat. Enemies. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name Crimson Gravereber. Enemy health 2. Enemy. Areas. Player status. Frozen. Hammer. +4. Hammer. Plus. Player status. Frozen. Hammer. Character info. End turn. You take 5 damage. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Shovel Strike. You take 3 damage. You gained 1 dazzled stacks. Shovel Strike. You take 3 damage. Your current status name. Stack set to 1. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Hammer. +3. Enemy takes 6. You gain hammer enchant. Victory. Next. Next. 11. Next. You gain 5 gold. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Area status. Enemy status. Swift Strike. Deal 3 damage. Return this to your hand after entering a stance. Melee action. Sweeping Strikes. STR1. Deal 3 damage. Frenzy. Conjure a random melee action and reduce its cost to 0. Melee action. Common. Recuperate. STR1. This combat. Gain 3 health and 1 anger at the start of your turn if you are unscathed. 0. Enchantment. Uncommon. Anger. Increases the damage dealt by actions by 1 per stack of anger. Unscathed. Sweeping Strike. Recuperate. STR1. This combat. Add Swift Strike to deck. Add Sweeping Strikes to. Add Recuperate to deck. Exploration. Settings. Area. Settings. Area status. Campsite A brief respite from the pair. Restless Ghoul Brains. Restless Ghoul Brains. Enemy gains Disturbed Graves enchantment. Enemy gain 22 armor stacks. Enemy gained 1 anger stacks. Your turn. Area status. Hammer. +3. Neutral 1. Blood Graph. STR3. Recuperate. STR. You gain Recuperate enchantment. Hammer. +2. Player status. Hammer. Blood Graph. STR. Hammer. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Vile Bite. You take 4 damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Vile Bite. You take 4 damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Healing potion. 1 U. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Deal star 5 star damage on hit. Enemy takes 5. You gain hammer enchantment. Healing potion. 1. Hammer. +2. Neutral. Enemy takes 5. Player status. Area status. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 17. Areas. Player status. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic healing potion. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Player status. Hammer. Healing potion. 1 U. Sunder. Life 1. You take 1 damage. You gain character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing card. Clawing strike. You take 3 damage. You take 3 damage. Your turn. End turn. Search of players. Area status. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 17. Enemy energy 0. Areas. Player status. Sunder. Your next surge of strength. Player health 59. 5. Player energy. STR. 4. End turn. Character info. Surge of strength. Hammer. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Deal star 10 star damage on healing potion. 1. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack in player status. Sunder. Your next basic attack. Player status. Players. Sunder. Life. Healing potion. Surge of strength. Gain S. You heal 1 health. Hammer. +2. Enemy takes 10. You gain hammer enchantment. Player stat. Areas. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 7. Enemy energy. Enemy status. Area status. Player status. Hammer. Healing potion. 1 U. Character info. Healing potion. Sunder. You take 1 damage. You gain Sunder enchantment. Healing potion. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. End turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike. You take 3 damage. You take 3 damage. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Hammer. +4. Neutral 1. Hammer. +3. Hammer. +2. Bloodcraft. STR 3. If your foe dies this turn. Player health 54. 0. Player energy. STR 7. Hammer. +4. Neutral. Hammer. Hammer. Bloodcraft. You gain Bloodcraft enchantment. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Deal star 10 star damage on hit. Increase armor you gain this turn by the damage dealt. Hammer. Player status. Bloodcraft. Hammer. +2. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 10. You gain victory. Next.
We got the upgrade that time, as you heard. The tricky part is when the enemies have a little bit of sneaky block. My advice is to check all of their stats, which are all accessible, thanks to the wonderful developer, Rick Vander Wild. You can go through everything the enemy has to offer, including some incredibly beautifully detailed and described and accessible text, which gives you a good theater of the mind kind of representation of what the enemy looks like. And it also gives you good clues on how to fight the enemy. So if this is your first time playing through Dawncaster, this is a good time to listen to all the descriptions of the wonderful monsters. Also, consider buying some of the expansion packages. They are really, really amazing, and a lot of hard work has gone into making them. Those are some of the things you can do to support the developer and myself as well. Don't forget to rate the game 5 stars in the App Store. That's a really important thing, and of course, like and subscribe. You know, I always appreciate that, folks.
Enemy status. Enemy status. Anger. Stacks 1 increases the damage dealt by actions by area. Player health 54. 11. Next. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Skip rewards. Area status. Enemy status. Incendiary ammo. Neutral 1. Your next 3 ranged actions inflict 5 burning on hit. Action. Common. Restock. STR 1. Conjure 2 bombs. Action. Common. Conjure. Creates a temporary card that is removed after combat. Bomb. Deal. Damage 20. Damage ready after. Cost this card. Turns or. Cost this card. Uses of charge cards. Interrupt. Stonewall. STR 1. Gain 3 armor on draw. Increase the next armor gained by 3. Action. Common. Armor. When dealt damage. Take 1 less. Restock. Stonewall. Add incendiary ammo to deck. Add restock to deck. Add Stonewall to deck. Exploration. Settings. Area status. Disturbed graves. Stacks 1 undead in the air. Settings. Graves. Campsite a brief respite from the perils of adventure. Area. Settings. Area status. Campsite a brief respite. Restless Ghoul brains. Restless Ghoul brains. Enemy gains disturbed graves enchantment. Enemy gain 22 armor stacks. Enemy gain 1 anger stacks. Your turn. Hammer. +3. Neutral 1. Deal star 6 star damage on hit. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal healing potion. 1. Hammer. +4. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Area status. Player health 55. 7. Player energy. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Vile bite. You take 4 damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Your turn. End turn. End turn. Search of player stat. Area status. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 27. Areas. Player status. Surge of strength. You take 1 damage. You heal 1 health. Hammer. Stonewall. STR1. You gain 6 armor stacks. Hammer. Enemy takes 6. You gain hammer enchantment. Recuperate. STR1. You take 1 damage. You gain sunder enchantment. Recuperate. STR1. This combat. Gain 3. Character info. Recuperate. STR. Player health 50. 2. Player energy. STR. 4. End turn. Character info. Recuperate. STR. You gain recuperate enchantment. Player status. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Clawing strike. You block the damage. Your turn. You heal 3 health. You gained 1 anger stacks. End turn. Character info. Bloodcraft. STR3. If your foe dies this turn, upgrade all melee. Hammer. +3. Neutral 1. Deal star 4. Hammer. +4. Neutral 1. Deal star 16 star. Hammer. +3. Neutral 1. Surge of strength. Gain STR. You heal 1 health. Player status. Recuper. Hammer. +3. Player. Areas. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 21. Enemy energy 1. Areas. Player status. Bloodcraft. STR3. Hammer. +3. Enemy takes 14. You gain hammer enchantment. Hammer. +4. Neutral 1. Deal star 8 star damage on hit. Increase player stat. Area stat. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 7. Enemy areas. Player status. Hammer. Stacks. Bloodcraft. STR. Player health 54. 6. Player energy. STR. 5. End turn. Character in Bloodcraft. STR3. If your foe dies this turn. Hammer. +4. Neutral 1. Hammer. +3. Neutral 1. Deal star 7 star damage on hit. Increase armor you gain this turn by the damage dealt. Hammer. Bloodcraft. STR. You gain Bloodcraft enchantment. Hammer. +3. Neutral 1. Deals. Enemy takes 7. Hammer. Victory. Next.
Another successful upgrade of our hammer. Again, it's fun, tricky, and enjoyable.
Enemy status. Disturbed graves. Undead in the area gain 1 anger for every. Enemy status. Anger. Stacks 1 area. Player health 54. 12. Next. You gain 2 gold. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Skip rewards. Area status. Enemy status. Ground pound. STR1. Enter shattering stance and inflict 2 brittle for every card you've drawn. 5. Action. Common. Crushing blow. STR2. Deal 7 damage. Frenzy. Gain STR and draw a card. Rampage. Utility belt. Neutral 2. Activate to draw a card and restore 1 durability of all other equipment. 2 durability. Crushing blow. Ground pound. STR1. Enter shattering stance and inflict 2 brittle for every card you've drawn. Crushing. Utility belt. Neutral 2. Add ground pound to deck. Utility belt. Add ground pound to deck. Exploration. Area status. Disturbed graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area gain 1 anger for every grave you disturb. Settings. Area status. Campsite A brief. Broken grave and old and mini boss abomination A shambling monster. Broken grave and old and broken gravestone. Broken grave and broken tombstone A broken gravestone has scattered its rubble over a soft patch of. Open the grave. Broken tombstone you dig into the shallow grave, quickly uncovering a small stash of items. Continue. Card added. Sharpening stone. Neutral. Block. Disable. Healing potion. Rune of persistence.
Oh, that's really good.
1 use. Add persistent to a card in your hand. If the card was conjured, it becomes permanent. Grounded. Item. Legendary. Treasure. This card is part of the treasure pool and can be found through various events. Persistent. Cards with persistent don't get discarded at the end of the turn and cannot be buried. Grounded. Grounded cards can't be altered, copied or imbued.
So the beauty of Rune of Persistence is that it can turn one of your cards into a persistent card, which means it just stays in your hand. And of course, there are many ways to increase your hand size. And there are many ways to take advantage of persistent cards, including giving yourself a sort of hand-based kind of play bar. Basically, you have a bar on the side that has all your equipment. And with persistent cards, you kind of get a set of cards that stays in your hand. But it's extremely useful. So we're going to make persistent Bloodcraft. And that's pretty much all you need to do to make this deck very effective. Now we won't have to search for Bloodcraft. It'll be available. We'll know where it is. When it comes up, it won't be flushed into our discard pile. It also won't be burned, which is really nice. All right, so I'm gonna refill my coffee real quick and I'll be right back. I'm gonna put in a little calm, relaxing sea waves. You're listening to another smooth, relaxing episode of Easy Grind, Dawncaster. Commentary is low.
Rune of Persistence. Neutral 1. 1 use. Broken Tombstone as you pry the trinket from the muddy soil. And unsettled. Continue. Enemy gains Disturbed Graves enchantment. Enemy gain 22 armor stacks. Enemy gain 2 anger stacks. Your turn. Area status. Area status. Disturbed Graves. Stacks 1 undead in the area, gain 1 anger for every grave. Rune of Player Health 50. Player Health 54. 9. Player Energy. STR. 2. End turn. Character in Rune of Persistence. Neutral. Stonewall. STR 1. Sunder. Life 1. Ground Pound. STR 1. Surge of Strength. Gain S. You heal 1 health. Area status. Enemy status. Area status. Rune of Persistence. Stonewall. STR 1. Gains. Sunder. Ground Pound. Area status. Ground. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflict. You take 1 damage. You gain. Ground Pound. Ground Pound. STR 1. Enter Shatter. Area status. Player status. Sunder. Rune of Persistence. Stonewall. STR 1. You gain 6 armor stacks. Ground Pound. STR 1. Enter Shattering Stance and inflict 2 Brit. Player status. Sunder. Your next basic. Rune of Player Health 54. 9. Player Energy. STR. End turn. Character info. Rune of Persistence. Ground Pound. You gain Shattering Stance enchantment. Enemy gain 10 brittle. Enemy gain. Player Health 54. 9. Player Energy. End turn. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy playing cards. Vile Bite. You block the damage. You gained 1 poison stacks. Your turn. Enemy gained 3 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Character info. Healing potion. 1 use. Surge of Strength. Gain STR and you take 1 damage. You heal 1 health. Bloodcraft. STR 3. Hammer. Plus 4. Neutral 1. Deal star 14. Players. Area. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name. Restless Ghoul. Enemy health 27. Area. Player status. Healing potion. Bloodcraft. Hammer. Plus 5. Enemy takes 32. You. Victory. Next.
Oops.
Next.
Again, there is a simple mistake you can make when you don't realize that your hammers are so powerful. You should have activated Bloodcraft. Again, that's the thing. It's a tricky game. It's like Jack in a Box. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You never know when your hammers are going to pop off like that. But anyway, as your hammers get stronger, you'll need less of them to get off the 2-shot combo. Bloodcraft and your hammer. Again, it's fun and tricky and enjoyable.
Character info. 69. 69. Area status. Enemy status. Disturbed. Settings. Enemies. Area status. Player health 54. 14. Next. You gain 3 gold. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Area status. Enemy status. Utility belt. Neutral 2. Activate to draw a card and restore 1 Seismic shield. STR 1. This combat. Whenever you shuffle a card in Solid Strike. STR 2. Deal 4 damage on draw. Inflict 4 brittle and increase this card's next. Seismic shield. Solid Strike. STR 2. Deal 4 damage on draw. Inflict 4 brittle. Solid Strike. STR 2. Deal 4 damage on draw. Inflict 4 brittle and increase this card's next damage by 6. Melee action. Common. Brittle. When dealt damage, remove brittle. If the damage was dealt from a melee action, take 1 more damage per stack removed. On draw effects trigger whenever the card is drawn from your deck.
Another situation is brittle could be making the damage much more brutal. So we need to be careful when we're activating brittle. So brittle is going to help us, but it also could make getting off some of these Bloodcraft combos a little harder.
Enemy player health 54. 14. Skip rewards. Exploration. Use weapon power. Fortified weapon. When you use your weapon power, start your next combat. Enemy or area status. Settings. Area status. Campsite. A brief respite from Church Grim. The hound-like creature eyes you. Campsite. A brief respite from the perils of adventure. Player health 54. Enemy aura. Area. Settings. Area status. Campsite. A brief respite. Campsite. A brief campfire. Remove a card. Heal 20%. You heal 19 health. Exploration. Area status. Settings. Area status. Campsite. A brief respite. Church Grim. The hound-like creature. Enemy aura. Great. Church Grim. The hound-like creature. Church Grim. The hound-like. Enemy gains Disturbed Graves enchantment. Enemy gains Graveyard Shift enchantment. Enemy gain 20 armor stacks. Enemy gain 2 anger stacks. Your turn. Sunder. Life 1. Your next base. Recuperate. STR 1. Area status. Disturb. Enemy press for detailed enemy information. Enemy name Church Grim. Enemy health 25. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Hex. Attack. Enemy description. The hound-like. Press for detailed enemy information. Enemy status. Anger. Stacks 2 increases the enemy status. Armor. Stacks 20 when dealt damage. Take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Area stat. Sunder. Player health 73. Player health 73. 9. Player energy. End turn. Character info. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical. Recuperate. STR 1. This combat. Hammer. Plus 4. Neutral 1. Deal star 7 star damage. Recuperate. STR. You gain Recuperate enchantment. Hammer. Plus 4. Stonewall. STR 1. You gain 6 armor stacks. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflict. Hammer. Plus 4. Neutral 1. Deal star 7 star damage. Hammer. Plus 6. Player status. Hammer. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. You take 1 damage. You gain Sunder. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Howl. To lower it to your deck. Grab a bite. You block the damage. Your turn. You heal 3 health. You gained 1 anger stacks. Player energy. 4. Player health 70. Player health 75. 4. 4. Player energy. STR. 2. End turn. Character in. Healing potion. Blood graph. STR. Surge of strength. Gain STR. You heal 1 health. Hammer. Plus 5. Neutral 1. Deal star 18 star damage on hit. Player status. Sunder. Your hammer. Plus. Hammer. Plus 5. Neutral 1. Hammer. Plus 4. Neutral. Hammer. Plus 5. Neutral 1. Blood graph. STR. Players. Areas. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name Church Grim. Enemy health 25. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Attack. Hex. Enemy description.
We might
like
be
creature
able
as you wear
to
it. A quadrupedal
use
beast
our
with a skeletal
combo.
canine. Areas. Player status. Sun. Healing potion. 1 use. Blood graph. STR. Healing. Character in. End turn. Player energy. STR. 3.
Oh, just don't have enough energy though. That's unfortunate.
End turn. Character info. Healing potion. 1 use. Player. Areas. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name Church Grim. Enemy health 25. Enemy energy. Area. Player status. Sunder. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Hammer. Hammer. Blood graph. Healing potion. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Grab a bite. You take 4 damage. You gain 4 doom stacks. Howl. Terrorated to your deck. Your turn. Player energy. STR. 3. 10. Player health 72. Player health 10. Player energy. STR. 5. End turn. Character in. Ground pound. STR 1. Enter shattering stance and hammer. Plus 4. Neutral 1. Rune of persistence. Neutral 1. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Player status. Player status. Doom. Stacks 3. Sunder. Life 1. You take 1 damage.
We should be able
Character
to
info.
kill just about anything right now. So all we need to do is get Bloodcraft back up, and we should be able to one-shot this small creature.
Ground pound. STR 1. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gained 10 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stack.
And with all this brittle,
plus 4.
they
Neutral
will
1.
definitely
Deal star 16 star
die.
damage on hit. Rune of persistence. Neutral. Sunder. Life 1. Player status. Doom. Stack. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a stand. Rune of persistent. Hammer. Plus 4. New. Character info. End turn. You take 1 damage. Enemy turn. Enemy gain 2 barrier stacks. Enemy playing cards. Grab a bite. You take 5 damage. You gain 5 doom stacks. Grab a bite. You take 4 damage. You gain 4 doom stacks. Your turn. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 3 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. You gain 4 doom stacks.
And I forgot to say, hope you had a wonderful new start of your year, beginning of your new year, a happy new year, a wonderful New Year's Day. This is, of course, the first or second Easy Grind episode of the new year. I probably put a lot of them up on the channel. Thank you for appreciating the playlist and supporting it. I do believe we're almost at about 40 or so episodes of Easy Grind, and there'll be many more added this year.
Character info. Hammer. Plus 4. Neutral 1. Blood graph. STR 3. If you're hammer. Character in. End turn. Player energy. STR 7. End turn. Character in. Hammer. Blood graph. STR 3. You gain blood graph enchantment. Hammer. Plus 4. Neutral 1. Deal. Terror. On draw. Player status. Doom. Terror. Healing potion. 1 U. Player health 62. 5. Player energy. End turn. Character in. Hammer. Plus 4. Neutral 1. Deal star 16 star. Enemy takes 26. You. Victory. Next. Next.
There we go. Got off the combo.
Enemy status. Disturbed great. Area. Player health 62. 14. Next. You gain 3 gold. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Skip rewards. Area status. Enemy status. Utility belt. Neutral 2. Activate to draw a card and restore 1 durability of all other equipment. 2 durability. Equipment. Advance. Gain 1 haste ambush. Your next melee action this turn inflicts a critical hit. Action. Common. Haste. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy. Then decrease haste by 1. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round. Critical hit. Utility. Advance. Gain 1 haste ambush. Your next melee action this turn inflicts a critical hit. Action. Common. Haste. Reduce the cost of the next drawn card by 1 energy. Then decrease haste by 1. Ambush. Ambush triggers whenever it is the first card played of the round. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Crushing blow. STR 2. Deal 7 damage. Frenzy. Gain STR and draw a card. Rampage. Melee action. Add utility belt to deck. Enemy player health 62. 14. Skip rewards. Exploration. Use weapon power fortified weapon when use weapon power fortified weapon when you use your weapon power. Start your neck. Campsite. Area. Settings. Area status. Campsite a brief. Fancy tombstone a campsite a brief respite from the perils of adventure. Fancy tombstone a fancy tomb. Lift the stone. You gain 30 gold. Fancy tombstone you dig into the shop. Lead. Exploration. Settings. Area. Mini boss abomination a shambling. Player health 62. Mini boss. Area. Settings. Area status. Boss the pale ward in the grim campsite a brief respite from the enemy aura. Death calling. At the start of the mini boss abominate. Enemy aura. Death call. Mini boss abominate. Enemy aura. Death. Campsite a brief campsite a brief. Remove. Heal 20%. You heal 19 health. Exploration. 105. Character info. Use weapon power fortified. 14. Use weapon power. Character info. 105. Enemy aura. Death. Boss the pale ward in the grim campsite a brief respite. Mini boss abomination a shambling monstrosity roams the graveyard. Campsite 8 brief respite from the perils of that. Boss the Pale Lord in the grim figure treats its graveyard like a prison. Campsite 8 brief mini boss abomination a shambling monstrosity. Mini boss abomination. Enemy gains disturbed graves enchantment. Enemy gains death calling enchantment. Enemy gains 72 armor stacks. Enemy gains falling apart enchantment. Enemy gain 3 anger stacks. Your turn. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal star 8 star damage on hit. Increase armor you gain this turn by the damage dealt. Melee basic attack. Common. Hammer. +5. Bloodcraft. STR3. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Surge of strength. Surge of strength. Surge of strength. Area status. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Area status. Bloodcraft. Hammer. Hammer. Plus. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. You gained 1 vulnerable stacks. Enemy playing cards. Stitch limb. Enemy heals 4. Bone knuckles. You take 5 damage. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. You take 5 damage. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Recuperate. STR1. This. Hammer. +6. New. Stonewall. STR1. Hammer. +7. Neutral. Hammer. +5. New. Hammer. Stonewall. STR1. You gain 6 armor stacks. Hammer. +7. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 4. You gain hammer enchantment. Character. Recuperate. STR1. This. Character info. Recuperate. Hammer. +6. Enemy takes 9. Hammer. +7. Neutral 1. Deal star 10 star. Hammer. Player status. Hammer. Enemy takes 10. Player status. Area stat. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name abomination. Enemy health 67. Area. Player status. Recuperate. STR1. Player status. Vulnerable. Recuperate. Character end turn. End turn. Enemy turn. You gained 1 vulnerable stacks. Enemy playing cards. Bone knuckles. You block the damage. You take 6 damage. Enemy gain 2 armor stacks. Grim hook. You take 11 damage. Your turn. End turn. Character info. Ground pound. STR1. Sunder. Life 1. Your next base. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health if you are below 50% health. Gain. Rune of persistence. Neutral 1. Surge of strength. Gain You heal 1 health. Player status. Vulnerable. Rune of persistence. Neutral. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health if. Sunder. Life 1. Your next base. You take 1 damage. You gain some. Ground pound. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Character info. Healing potion. 1 use. Gain 10 health. Rune of persistence. Healing potion. You heal 10 health. Rune of persistence. New player status. Areas. Enemies. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name abomination. Enemy health 67. Area. Player stat. Rune of persistence. Player health 66. 9. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. You gained 1 vulnerable stacks. Enemy gained 11 brittle stacks. Enemy playing cards. Grim hook. You take 12 damage. Your turn. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 3 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. End turn. Character info. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Hammer. +6. Bloodcraft. STR3. Surge of strength. Gain You heal 1 health. Recuperate. STR1. Player status. Shatter. Area. Enemies. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name abomination. Enemy health 67. Area. Player status. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal star 16 star damage on hit. Increase armor. Enemy takes 44. You gain hammer enchantment. Hammer. Player status. Areas. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name abomination. Enemy health 23. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Heal. Deadly. Enemy description. Shambling monstrosity.
We might be able to get our combo off.
Enemy status. Area status. Player status. Hammer. +6. Neutral 1. Bloodcraft. Recuperate. Blood. Hammer. Character end turn. Player energy. STR. 2. End turn.
We don't have enough energy though.
Player energy. STR. 2.
That really sucks.
Hammer. Player status. Area status. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy. Enemy name abomination. Enemy health 23. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Heal. Deadly.
I don't think we can afford to take any more damage, so
undead like. Press for detailed enemy.
We're gonna go ahead and kill him.
Enemy status. Anger. Area status. Player status. Vulnerable. Hammer. +6. Neutral. Enemy takes 9. Recuperate. STR1. Player status. Vulnerable. Player status.
And we don't have enough.
Stack 50. Players. Recuperate. Bloodcraft. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. You gained 1 vulnerable stacks. Enemy playing cards. Stitch limb. Enemy heals 4. Your turn. Enemy gained 1 brittle stacks. 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 End turn. Player energy. 8. Player energy. STR. 3. End turn. Character info. Hammer. +5. Hammer. +7. Hammer. +5. Neutral. Stonewall. STR1. Rune of persistence. Neutral 1. 1. Stonewall. STR1. Gain 6 armor on draw. Increase the neck. You gain 6 armor stacks. Rune of persistence. Neutral. Rune of persistence. Player status. Vulnerable. Rune of persistent. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 13. You gain hammer enchantment. Player status. Hammer. Player status. Vulnerable. Rune of persistence. Hammer. Plus. Enemy takes 10. Victory. Next. Next.
Sometimes it's not worth it to keep them alive to get the hammer combo, especially when you're taking vulnerable. Vulnerable's really dangerous, especially with a physical enemy. You're going to take a whole lot of damage.
Character info. 105. 105. Area status. Enemy status. Area stat. 105. Character next. Level up. Pick a talent. Reroll button for Headhunter.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Headhunter is exactly what we wanted.
Select Headhunter whenever you defeat. Reroll button for Survival Instinct. Select Survival Instinct. Reroll button for Weapon Training. Select Weapon Training reduces the cooldown of your weapon by 1 combat. This effect can't reduce the cooldown. Reroll button. Select Reroll button for Survive. Select Headhunter whenever you defeat a boss.
We'll
gain
take
50 gold and heal to full health.
Headhunter.
Reroll button for Headhunter. Select Headhunter whenever you defeat a boss. Gain 50 gold and you gain 13 gold. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Skip rewards. Area status. Enemy status. Bunker down. STR1. Gain 4 armor if you have 10 or more armor. Gain fortified upgradable. Action. Uncommon. Armor. Enemies. Bunker down. STR1. Gain 4 armor if you have 10 or more armor. Gain fortified upgradable. Action. Uncommon. Armor. When dealt damage, take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Upgradeable. This card can be upgraded and improves the card in unusual ways. Fortify. Your armor doesn't fade at the start of next turn. Backswing. STR1. Make a basic attack flanking. Gain 1 haste. Ground pound. STR1. Enter shattering stand. Add bunker down to deck. Abomination the massive rotting flesh collapses onto the mossy ground. Some of the stitched sinew twitches, as if ready to rise once more without a moment's notice.
That takes care of the mini boss. We took quite a bit of damage, and we also were able to get a nice little reward. Now, I don't always fight the mini boss before the boss. If I get Headhunter early, I'll fight the main boss, get my health topped off, and then I'll fight the mini boss. It's a lot safer. Now, in this case, we got Headhunter, so if we can just heal up a little bit, we should be able to take on the boss and beat him. Of course, you never say never.
Lead. Abomination the massive rotting lead. Exploration. Use weapon power fortified weapon when you use your weapon power. Start your next combat with armor equal. Campsite. Area. Settings. Area status. Campsite A brief. Player health 60.
We have 60 health.
Campsite. Areas. Settings. Area status. Boss the Pale Ward in the Grim Fig. Campsite A brief respite from the enemy aura. Death call. Campsite A brief respite from the campsite A brief. Campfire A warm fire and remove a card. Heal 20%. You heal 20 health. Exploration. 118.
Okay, we're looking pretty good. We have near max health. Warriors tend to have a little bit more health depending on how much upgrades you've done. So if you're having a little trouble beating certain creatures in a game, try different routes, also try upgrading different abilities, and try different builds. And if you're playing the challenges, then you're kind of stuck with what they give you. But at that point, anything else that they offer, you can make adjustments to your deck. Also remember, you don't have to play by all the rules of the challenge. The challenge rules are designed to give you points for playing by their rules. But if you're having too much trouble beating it, you can alter your deck so you can have fun. Because there's nothing like challenges to introduce you to some very amazing cards. I've actually found so many cards that are just so absolutely beautiful. And again, it's all about having fun. And if you're not having fun with the challenges, then change your deck around a little bit so you are having fun. This easy grind episode is almost over. We're just about looking at about an hour here today. We're going to beat the final boss, and then we're going to wrap it up right there.
Campsite A brief respite from the perils of dead end and obstacle. Player health 80.
We could probably heal one more time.
Campsite A, area status. Settings. Area status. Boss the Pale Ward in the enemy aura. Dead end and obstacle blocks your path. Enemy aura. Boss the area status. Settings. Area status. Boss the Pale Ward in the enemy aura. Dead end and obstacle block. Campsite A brief respite from the campfire A warm fire. Remove a card. Heal 20%. You heal 20 health. Exploration. Player health 100.
There we go. Now our health is at 100. That's even better.
Dead end and obstacle areas. Settings. Area status. Boss the Pale Ward in the enemy aura. Death calling. Dead end and obstacle blocks your path. Player health 114. Use weapon power fortified weapon when you use your weapon power. Start your next combat with armor equal to 3 times your level and fortified. An obstacle area settings. Area status. Boss the Pale Ward in the Grim Figure treats its graveyard like a prison.
Now the special weapon isn't very useful, but it does give you fortified. So whatever armor upgrades you do on your first turn are going to carry on through your second turn. That's actually quite useful. You're not going to be able to break through a boss or mini boss's armor unless you got exceptionally lucky. There is a card called Sunder, which makes their armor go away. And if you can get Sunder early and hit really hard, you can pretty much one-shot almost anything.
Area settings. Area status. Boss the Pale Ward in the Grim Figure treats it. Boss the Pale Ward in the you gain fortified enchantment. Enemy gains disturbed graves enchantment. Enemy gains death calling enchantment. Enemy gain 42 armor stacks. Enemy gain 3 anger stacks. Your turn. You gain 6 armor stacks. Hammer. +7. Neutral 1. Bunker down. STR1. Gain 4 armor if you have 10 or more armor. Gain fortified upgradable. Action. Uncommon. Armor. When dealt damage. Take. Hammer. Bunker down. STR1. Gain 4 armor if you have 10 or more armor. Gain fortified upgradable. Action. Recuperate. STR1. Ground pound. STR1. Enter. You gain shattering stance enchantment. Enemy gain. Surge of strength. Gain STR and 1 health. Action. Player status. Player status. Shattering stance. Surge of strength. You heal 1 health. Recuperate. STR1. This combat. Bunker down. You gain 4 armor stacks. Recuperate. Player status. Shattering stance. Recuperate. STR1. You gain recuperate enchantment. Player status. Recuperate. This combat. Gain 3 health and 1 anger at the start of player status. Shattering stance. Whenever you draw a player status. Fortify. Your armor doesn't fade at the start of next turn. Player status. Armor. Stacks 10 when dealt damage. Take 1 less damage per stack of armor. Armor fades at the start of the turn. Area status. Player hammer. Plus. Player health 100. 9. Player energy. End turn. Enemy turn. You gained 1 vulnerable stacks. Enemy playing cards. Bone armor. Enemy gained 4 armor stacks. Drain essence. You block the damage. Your turn. You heal 3 health. You gained 1 anger stacks. Enemy gained 1 brittle 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 stacks.
Got a nice little recuperate combo off there.
End turn. End turn. Character info. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal star 9 star damage. Player. Area status. Disturb. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name the Pale Warden. Enemy health 52. Areas. Player status. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal star 9. Hammer. +5. Surge of strength. Gain STR. You heal 1 health. STR1. Gain 6 Stonewall. STR1. Gain 6 armor on drop. You gain 6 armor stacks. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Enemy takes 19. You gain hammer enchantment. Hammer. Hammer. +5. Enemy takes 9. Character info. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal star 9 star damage on hit. I don't have enough energy to player status. Vulnerable. Hammer. Character info. End turn. Enemy turn. You gained 1 vulnerable stacks. Enemy playing cards. Grim Reaping. You take 4 damage. Discarded hammer. Your turn. Enemy gained 3 brittle stacks. Enemy gained 1 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 brittle stacks. Bloodcraft. Player area status. Enemy status. Press for detailed enemy name the Pale Warden. Enemy health 24. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand. Deadly. Enemies. Area player status. Bloodcraft. STR3. If your foe dies this turn. Character info. End turn. Player energy. STR 2. End turn. Character Bloodcraft. Rune of Persistence. Neutral 1.
There we go.
Use. Add persistent to a card in your hand. If the card was conjured,
I can finally make Bloodcraft
Legendary.
persistent.
Rune of Persistence. Select card. Sunder. Life 1. Hammer. Hammer. Hammer.
Oh,
hammer.
well, let me do
Sunder.
it.
Sunder. Life 1. Your
Oh,
next
okay.
basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a stance.
That would have been
Action.
too easy,
Common.
right?
Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Stances.
cannot
Stances are special
make
fighting
it
techniques that can be adopted through
persistent.
Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal star 9 Hammer. +5. Hammer. Hammer. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a stance. Action. Common. Critical hit. Critical hits deal double damage. Stances.
Well.
Stances are special fighting techniques that can be adopted through various cards. Hammer. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a stance.
We'll make this
Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Player status. Recuperate. Player health 96. 8. Player energy. STR 1. End turn. Character Bloodcraft. STR 3. If you're Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. Return this to hand when you enter a stance. Persistent. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Sunder. Life 1. Your next basic attack inflicts a critical hit. You take 1 damage. You gain Sunder enchantment. Hammer. +5. Neutral 1. Deal star 18 star damage on hit. Increase. Enemy takes 25. You victory. Next. Next. Character info. Next.
It would have been nice to have that Bloodcraft combo go off, but we didn't quite have the energy.
14. Player health 95. Player health 95. 14. Next. Character info. Next. You heal 100 health. You gain 50 gold. You gain 6 gold. Select a card to add to your deck. Skippable. Skip rewards. Area status. Enemy status. Tempered steel. STR1.
We should have
Gain armor equal
probably
to your
gone
anger.
for
0.
it.
Add a fury card to your discard pile. Action. Uncommon. Armor.
That was
When dealt
probably
damage,
a very
take 1 less
bad
damage per
move.
stack of armor. Armor fades at the start
Because
of the turn.
we had
Fury. Gain vertical line number sign.
Headhunter,
Card
we would
holder.
have got
Plus
all
one
our
number
health
sign,
back.
vertical line
So
number,
that
take 1 damage,
was
draw a card.
a mistake. But that's okay. That's what game playing is all about, making mistakes. Trial and error. So we could have probably afforded ourselves to get our health down really low and gone for that Bloodcraft combo. Again, that's the fun of it. I just wish weekly trials lasted longer, but you only get 1 week to experiment with it. And then it's on to a new weekly trial. So that is it for the Heroes Rest Cemetery. It's really a fun expansion, and yes, you will have to buy the expansion packs in order to enjoy the Heroes Rest Cemetery. It's very inexpensive, folks. It definitely does a lot to help small indie developers like Rick Vander Wild. Dawncaster is a spectacular game and 100% accessible to the blind and visually impaired. It's one of those games that I love playing on the channel a lot here. It's always on my easy grind playlist, and of course, I've played I think I have played every class, and of course I participate in the Sunforge and the weekly trials. So take advantage of my playlist and look forward to more easy grind. And of course, folks, I'll see you next time.
Elite weaponry. STR. Sift the sands. STR1. Enemy. Area status. Player health 100. 13. Skip rewards. Character info. 174. Area status. Enemy status. Disturb. Tempered steel. STR1. Gain armor equal to your anger. 0. Add a fury card to your discard pile. Action. Uncommon. Armor. When dealt damage. Elite weaponry. STR1. 1 use. Delve an elite weapon and add it to your deck. Action. Legendary. Delve. Select one of 3 randomly selected cards. Sift the sands. STR1. Shuffle a card akin to your deck. Then draw 2 cards. Action. Elite weaponry. Tempered steel. STR1. Gain armor equal to your anger. 0. Add a fury card to your discard pile. Action. Elite weapon. Sift the sands. Add tempered steel to deck. Warden's Fall. The pale figure falls to the cold ground with a loud. Explore the area some more. Exploration. Character info. Leave area stat settings. 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 Area status. Dead end and obstacle block. Dead end and obstacle block. Leave area. Leave this area and venture forward. Leave area. Leave area. Area status. Press to continue. Press to continue. Exploration. Character info. Character info.
All right, folks. I'll see you later. Thank you. Get ready for another episode of Easy Grind. Happy New Year.
Home. Eldrum. Black dust. Screen recording in progress.